German doctor charged with murder of 15 patients, driven by lust for killing. Prosecutors said Wednesday they charged a Berlin palliative care doctor with the murder of 15 patients, alleging he acted out of a lust for killing. The 40-year-old suspect is accused of having killed 12 women and 3 men between September 2021 and July 2024 using a deadly cocktail of sedatives. German press reports identify the suspect as Johannes M., but prosecutors have not released a name. The doctor allegedly administered an anesthetic and a muscle relaxant to his patients without their knowledge or consent, the Berlin prosecutor's office said in a statement. The relaxant paralyzed the respiratory muscles, leading to respiratory arrest and death within minutes. The victims, who were all receiving care at the time, were aged between 25 and 94 years old. On 5 occasions, prosecutors alleged that the suspect had set fire to their apartments to cover up these killings. On one occasion, the suspect is accused of having killed 2 patients on the same day. On the morning of July 8, 2024, he is alleged to have killed a 75-year-old man at his home in the central Berlin district of Kreuzberg. A few hours later he allegedly struck again, killing a 76-year-old woman in the neighboring Lucko-Elm district. The suspect's alleged attempt to incinerate the crime scene failed when the fire did not catch, prosecutors said. When he noticed this, he reportedly informed a relative of the woman, claiming that he was standing in front of her apartment and that no one had responded to his ringing. They said. Lust for murder. On another occasion, the suspect is accused of alerting the emergency services himself out of fear of being discovered. The suspect falsely claimed to have already begun resuscitation efforts on the 56-year-old victim, who was initially kept alive by rescuers but died 3 days later in hospital. The list of accusations against the suspect has grown in length and severity since his initial arrest in August. The suspect was originally held on suspicion of manslaughter in relation to 4 deaths. Prosecutors subsequently said in November they were treating the alleged killings as murder cases, adding 4 more deaths to the list of accusations. The accused appears to have had no motive for killing the people other than the act of killing itself, prosecutors said at the time. The suspect had nothing other than a lust for murder, they said. The updated charge sheet, extended to cover 15 suspicious deaths, accused the suspect of carrying out the murders with malice aforethought. Prosecutors said they were seeking a lifelong professional ban and called for the suspect to be locked in preventative detention. Ongoing investigation. A special team of investigators had identified a total of 395 suspicious cases that needed to re-examined in light of the accusations against the doctor. In 95 cases, an initial suspicion had been confirmed and preliminary proceedings had been initiated. Another 75 were still being assessed. In the course of the investigation 12 exhumations had already been carried out, 5 of which related to the victims listed in the charges. Another 5 exhumations were planned to go ahead shortly. The allegations made against the doctor recall another case currently being tried in Germany, in which a nurse is accused of murdering 9 patients in palliative care. Swipe left for next video. The nurse, whose trial opened in March, is alleged to have injected a total of 26 patients with large doses of sedatives or painkillers, resulting in the deaths of 9. Prosecutors on the case, being heard in the western city of Aachen, said the suspect was motivated by a desire to reduce his workload on night shifts and had considered himself the master of life and death. Latest blogs.